I have new hair. Let me know what you guys think. I'll talk about it a little bit more. I won't talk about it now in the intro, but I'll talk to you guys a little bit more about it, obviously throughout the video. But it's a little more on the subtle side. It's not exactly what I wanted, but I mean, we'll get into that soon. So I'm going to be doing a life update, a chit chat, get rid of me, doing this look, doing my makeup and chatting with you guys, letting you guys know what's been going on in my life recently. And I hope you guys enjoy it. Grab a snack or a drink, sit down and enjoy this little life update with me. And without further ado, let's just jump straight into it. This is so much better, this hair. You can see it's more of like this, I don't even know what you would call this, like a honey brown almost. Still kept the natural roots. It's not perfect. It's not, you know, anything like I still wanted when I went to the hairdresser. I don't know why no one can do what I want. Literally in like the last few videos, you can go back and see how bad my hair was. It was very orange, very brassy, very yellow. And I feel like this is so much more toned down now. It's still too warm for my liking. I'm gonna talk about my hair a little bit later. Let me go ahead and start the makeup look. So you can see like it just looks more natural, more subtle, like that yellowness has gone. Can you see? Let me start the makeup look and we'll get to talking. So I'm going to go into the Nivea. This is the Express Primer 24-hour moisturizer. So it's a moisturizer and a primer in one. And this is one of my favorite primers and it's so affordable. So it's literally a super, super hydrating gel moisturizer, but you can use it underneath your foundation, which is how I use this product. I don't actually use it as a skincare product. I use it as a makeup primer and it just sinks into the skin and really just makes my skin nice and hydrated. So then my foundation and makeup just goes on nicely. So for foundation today, I'm using the Urban Decay Stay Naked foundation. This one is in the shade 20NN. And this one is an underrated high-end foundation. It's so good. Let me quickly mention something about my hair and then I'll stop talking about my hair. I wanted to ask you guys about toners and purple shampoo because there's a lot of brassiness still in my hair. Like I can see it's still a bit warm for my liking. And I just don't know if I were to use purple shampoo, is my hair going to go like silver or ashy? Because then I don't want that. I just want to kind of get rid of, I don't know. I just feel like it's just still too warm, but I just don't know how toners and purple shampoo works. So if you are familiar with that, then definitely let me know because the last thing I want is to put it on my hair and then make my hair go super ashy or like grey looking. So I don't want that either. The thing is I might just leave my hair like this to grow out and then just not dye it again. So I might just have this in and just, you know, leave it for a year or 2 years, which is going to take a long time to actually get my natural hair color back. Or I was thinking maybe in like 6 months time, I could actually change the hair and just go completely like brunette, like dark brown or like dark chocolate brown, just all one color. So let me know what you guys think, if I should just leave my hair like this now and let it grow out to get my natural black hair back, or do you think in like 6-7 months time I should change it to have all one color but something else? I will have everything listed down below because if I talk about all the makeup products, I'm never going to get to giving you an update on my life. So let me talk about life updates. So as you guys know, I am going away to New York end of the month. So June the 28th, I'm going to be away in New York and Washington, DC. And I'm so excited. I've been before so many times, but I just love to go back. So I'm going to be going there and I have so much content planned. You guys have no idea. I am going to be vlogging in New York. I'm going to be vlogging in Washington, DC as well. So it'll be 2 separate vlogs. And hopefully I can get some other kinds of content done over on TikTok as well, in New York or in Washington, like maybe some little food vlogs, like little mini vlogs over there on TikTok, and lots of other things. Like I do, if I can, because I don't know if you can film in Ulta or Bath & Body Works, but I do want to do kind of like a little shop with me whilst I'm over there as well in Bath & Body Works. So I'm super excited for that as well. Or just like a shop with me in general. It doesn't have to be specific to a store, but I cannot wait because I have so much content planned for New York. So that's going to be really, really good. And then not only that, but I'm going to have so many hauls when I come back to show you guys what I picked up. I'm going to have a Sephora haul, Ulta haul, Bath & Body Works haul. I also ordered some stuff to my friend's house who lives over there in the States. And I ordered some stuff to his house. So like some makeup products that doesn't ship to the UK. Or does ship to the UK, but it's super expensive. Do let me know if you guys are from New York, what there is to do. I mean, I've done all the touristy stuff, but I now want to kind of dabble into like the more what do you call it, like the local shops, local food places, not just all the touristy stuff like Times Square. So let me know if you're from New York, or even if you're from Washington DC as well. So if you are not following me on TikTok or Instagram, you have to, because I'm gonna have content over there. So don't limit yourself to just following me on YouTube, because I'm going to have different content on different platforms. So if you do want to see more, you know, my life and what I get up to, rather than just makeup, then follow me over on those platforms. And don't worry, I haven't forgotten about the vlogs for my YouTube channel, like just in general, like vlogs in London. I promise that is at the, like, in the back of my mind every single day. I think about it. I just do not go anywhere exciting to vlog. Most of the time I'm home. So yeah, that's why. But trust me, when it comes, it will come and it will be good. So do bear with me on that. My skin is looking super flawless right now. So as I'm doing my bronzer, let's talk about my heart attack scare. So I was getting a few little chest pains here and there, like aching chest pains. It would come, it would go, I'd ignore it. And I thought, okay, maybe it's just, I don't know. I didn't think anything of it. And then this past week had like a super scare. So I was on the bus and I instantly got chest pains. It came out of nowhere and it felt like it was going up to my throat, like my throat was closing up. And I was getting super scared. I got off the bus to take a deep breath and just get some air. And since then, when I got off that bus till when I came home, the next day, the day after, my chest was aching. And then my left arm was going numb. And I was like, oh my God, I think I'm having a heart attack. So I kept denying and denying that there was anything wrong with me. I mean, I knew there was, but I just did not want to take myself to the hospital, to A&E, because I just was so scared. I don't know. I was scared, but at the same time, I was like, oh, maybe it's nothing. So I thought maybe it will just go away the next day. And then the next day came and then it didn't go. So I just didn't want to waste anyone's time. And I just, you know, going to the A&E, I don't know how it is in other countries, but in the UK, A&E is really bad. Like if it's an emergency and you go to the emergency room, you're not seen in 10 minutes. You're seen in 4 hours or 5 hours or even longer. So I was sitting there. I went and I was sitting there for 4 hours until I was seen. Like it was just crazy, you know, like you could literally be dying, but they wouldn't see you until 4 hours later. So you'd be dead in that 4 hours. But either way, I'm glad I went because it did ease my worries, because I was worrying so much that I think that was making me feel like even more sick, because I was just stressing myself out even more. So that's a side note. If you guys feel like there's something wrong with your body, just go and get it checked up. Don't think like, oh, it's fine, it will go away, because you just never know. And then on top of that, it actually does help to ease your mind as well when you do go get it checked out, rather than just sitting at home and worrying, you know. So I'm going to be going into this blush by Nicola, which is a small owned business that they sent over their blushes. This is a beautiful shade. This is in the shade Naked Lunch, and I'm going to be testing this out for the first time. I don't really have a blush like this, so it's like a nice plum. Oh yeah. And this on deeper skin tones would be amazing. But look how pretty this is. It's like a plum raspberry. Just went on super, super effortless. No. No. I'm going to take the Rimmel Stay Matte Powder and just buff that all over my cheeks. So as I was saying, I went to the hospital. Told them I'm having chest pains. It's like an aching chest pain, and my left arm feels a little numb as well. It just feels off. It doesn't feel right. So they did blood tests. They did an chest x-ray. They did an ECG scan. And it's worth mentioning as well that I do have a heart condition that I was born with, that's with me for the rest of my life. So I obviously worried about that as well. And I thought maybe that was playing a part. But everything came back clear. The x-ray was fine, the blood test, everything was fine. So they didn't find anything. But what they guessed, and they didn't say it was for certain, but by the symptoms I described, they believe that this is most likely it. That I have a condition called costodontitis, something like that, which is basically inflammation in the chest wall, in the sternum, and it's inflammation that has it's swelling and redness, and that's what causes either a stabbing pain in the chest or aching pain. So they think that's what it is. So they gave me some tablets and I've been taking them, but honestly it hasn't been doing anything. So that's where I'm at right now. Like, it's kind of mild at times and sometimes it's kind of strong. So it's been a week, so we'll see. I'm gonna have to, I think, go back and see, and I hope I'll be okay before my trip, and then I hope when I'm on my trip it doesn't affect me too much. It looks a little strong, but maybe with the eyes and the lips it will come together. So I'm glad I went, because it did ease my worries for them to tell me that it wasn't a heart attack, or it wasn't anything like got to do with the heart. So that's a good thing, thank God. So it's just, yeah, it's just a little scary, because at the moment I don't know if it is inflammation or if it is something else. I don't know, but you know, it's your chest, so it's kind of scary, you know. For eyes, I'm going to be going into this from Laura Mercier. It's the Caviar stick in Rose Fawn. Super, super pretty. Super creamy. Okay, next, let's talk about another thing that happened. I crashed my car. Crashed my car. Thankfully, it wasn't into anyone, thank God, and it wasn't with another car. So I'm a new driver. I've only been driving for a year. I do share the car with my mum only because I do work from home and I don't go anywhere where I need it to use every single day, if that makes sense, whereas my mum works, so she needs the car. So I do share it with her, and of course it had to be me to crash the cars. I was driving down the street, this is what happened, and a car was coming, and so it was narrow, so one of us had to reverse and let the other one pass through. So me trying to be the hero, I thought, okay, let me be the one to reverse, not him. So I reversed, and I was reversing straight. There was a pole on the pavement. I could have just reversed straight and he still could have passed me, but I decided to like reverse and turn, if that makes sense, like kind of, you know, reverse around the corner. And I guess, I don't know, I didn't see the pole in the mirror, or I just wasn't looking, or I reversed too fast. I don't know, it happened so quickly. And I basically bumped into the back of the car, bumped into the pole, and I heard the loud bang, and I was like, oh my God, please do not tell me that I've now damaged the back of the car. And you know, there's so many things that just go through your head, like, is it really bad damage? Is it small damage? Like, what has happened to the back? I didn't even want to look. Going into the Morphe 3503 palette. And I'm going to be going into just a few shades. I'll go into this one first. So, I park the car, I get home. My brother's with me as well. I wasn't alone. My brother was with me. And, you know, get out the car, go around the back of the car. And it's not bad. I'll insert a photo. It's not bad at all. It could have been worse. But it basically just dented the back of the car and then made a scratch, made a mark. And it's a white car, so, you know, it's noticeable, it's obvious. And yeah, so it's dented the back of the car. And so since then, I have not driven. So, you know, when I saw that, I just burst into tears. My brother said, it's fine, you know. I just, oh my God, it really affected me, because I just thought, like, it's been a year. I haven't even had the car for that long and I'm already crashing it. And so it really made me lose my confidence, and I just haven't driven since then, because I just feel like, and I know it sounds so silly, but I do feel like a bad driver, because I feel like it was just so silly, you know, it just makes me feel like I'm a bad driver. So I haven't driven since then. I just kind of lost that confidence now. And on the road as well, driving in London is not easy whatsoever. It's a very difficult city to drive in, and There's a lot of road rage, not with me, but with other people driving cars, and it puts me off when people are like screaming at you and stuff, so it makes me feel like a bad driver. But I'm gonna go into this purple here, like this eggplant purple. So yeah, it makes me feel like a bad driver, but again, thankfully, you know, no one was hurt. I wasn't hurt, anything like that. I was a bit shaken up, but apart from that, everything was fine. So, oh my god, it just sucks. Like this year, because I don't talk about my personal life too much, but this year has probably been one of the worst years for me. And I'm not just saying that, like, no. If I'm saying it, I really mean it. I truly feel like this year has been, so far, one of the worst years for me, because it's almost like every single week or month something is going wrong and nothing is going right. So, and I'm not trying to make this like a negative video, but I'm sure you guys can relate. I'm sure you guys know some years are going to be good, some years are going to be down and bad or not good. And unfortunately, at the moment, I know we're not even done with the year, but at the moment, everything just seems to be quite negative or just going downhill, not going right with things going on in my life. But I have to be positive, because at the end of the day, as long as family is healthy and people around you are healthy, family and friends, and you're healthy, then there's nothing else to worry about. Apart from me giving you guys a life update, let me know how you guys are, because you guys are like family to me, honestly. So I really would love to know, what is everyone up to with their life? How is their year going? Is it going good? Is it going bad? Is it neutral? Do you have anything exciting happening in your life? A wedding? An upcoming event? Single if you're taken? I really want to know as well. It's not all about me. I want to connect down below in the comment section. Next, I'm going to be using this Colourpop single Super Shock shadow. This one is in the shade Drift, which is a metallic burgundy red. Kind of like has that raspberry tone as well, so you can kind of see a theme going on. I'm just going to take my finger and apply this on the lid. Another thing as well, I mean, it's probably going to relate to this video anyway, if there are a lot of people watching this video, but I've noticed, and I know it's not just me, but I've noticed a decrease in views and comments and likes with my videos on YouTube. And so I know that it's happening to a lot of creators, and it's, you know, it's not just me, but sometimes it's hard to believe that it's happening to other people, and it's just easier sometimes to think that, you know, it's happening to you only. You know, it's really been a little difficult on me as well mentally to kind of put out, you know, hard work and content and see that you're not getting the results that you want. And I feel like, and let me know, because as a viewer, you guys would know more than me, of course, but do you feel like YouTube is dying? And do you feel like people are not resulting to YouTube videos as much anymore? Because I feel like TikTok and Instagram Reels are the new platforms to watch videos on, and I feel like YouTube is still there, but it's not a big platform anymore like it used to be. Like a lot of the bigger content creators, they haven't put out videos in a long time, or I guess they just kind of don't bother as much anymore. I'm going to put a little more energy from now on into TikTok, because the growth is there, the views are there. I feel like TikTok is just a bigger platform and the platform at the moment. And same goes for you. If you want to start being a content creator, TikTok is the way to start. So not that I'm quitting YouTube, because I never could, you know, this definitely means so much to me, but I feel like I'm going to focus a little more energy on creating content for TikTok. I'm going to try my best to still put out 2 videos a week for YouTube. But if you guys want to see more content, you know, not just makeup related, but anything, definitely follow me over on TikTok and Instagram, because I'm going to try my best from now to the rest of the year to put my energy in that and hopefully see a big growth on that platform. My liner is not even, but whatever. And I'm going to use that Wet n Wild highlighter for my inner corner. Oh my god, let me tell you guys something super embarrassing that happened to me. Super, super embarrassing. I mean, you guys are gonna laugh at me. I almost don't want to tell this story because it's so embarrassing. So me and my boyfriend's anniversary is May the 27th, right? We were celebrating our anniversary. We booked a really fancy, posh restaurant in London. You know, expensive, posh. I feel like only rich people go there. I'm not rich, so I felt a little out of place. But, you know, I thought, let's just go and experience it and just have a good time. And I don't wear high heels. I like to wear the little kitten low heels because I'm short and I can just manage walking that way a lot better. So I decided to wear, I'm sure you can see where this story is going. I decided to wear like high heels, like 4-inch high heels with a dress. And so I told my boyfriend, come and meet me at the station because I don't think I'm going to be able to walk on my own. Literally everything was fine. Everything was fine. The moment we walk into the restaurant, it's like, that's what I mean by things are going wrong this year. The moment we step into the restaurant, not before that, it had to be the moment we step in. The lady came and she said, let me show you to your table. And she was walking us to the table. And what do you think happened? My heel did not snap. Not the back of it. The front of it. The front strap. The front strap, which is even worse. Because if your heel breaks, just break the other one and use it as a flat shoe. But this is the heel, right? Like this is the shoe. This is the heel. And then your foot goes here. And then you have the strap that goes over your toes. Okay? Can you imagine that? So the heel didn't break, the strap broke. So basically my foot was just out. Like you couldn't walk because there was nothing holding it in place. So I literally could not walk. And oh my God, it was so embarrassing. And everyone was looking. And it was just so embarrassing. And my boyfriend was like, oh my God. Like he didn't laugh or anything, but he was just like, oh my God. Like he didn't know what to do, bless him. But that just shows me to always have something like an emergency thing in my bag. Either put some flat shoes in the bag to carry with me, or an elastic band, or like a safety pin, anything, like literally anything. So I kind of like limped to the table. Oh my God, I'm sure you guys are laughing. I started limping to the table. Bear in mind, again, this is a very posh restaurant and a very expensive restaurant. Like with people, you can see the way they're dressed and the way they are. They just, you know, they look like they have money. So I limped to the table with like my feet out, one foot with a heel, one foot with my feet out. And I just instantly just put my feet under the table. Thankfully, no one could see. And then I was just thinking, oh my God, how am I gonna now walk up to leave the restaurant? That's even worse. In the end, I just had to limp my way out of the restaurant, and it was so embarrassing. And I had a few stares as well, and then I did have 2 girls that were giggling, so it's like whatever. But yeah, I did notice them giggling. It's fine, they can have a story to tell. But and I have a story to tell now as well. But it was just like, oh my God, why do these things happen? And of course I couldn't go back home, like I couldn't walk back home and take the train or anything, so I had to take an Uber back home, which was far away. So it was just a bit of a mess. This is the Kylie lip liner in Kylie. Yeah, I was debating whether to tell this story, but in the end I was like, you know what, I'm gonna tell it. I'm using this little baby, I don't know if it's gonna go, I really don't think it is, but this is a little baby Tarteist lip paint in the shade Birthday Suit. It's like a nice mauvey pink. Just blend it over the lip liner. Again, everything is listed down below. Oh, this is really pretty. Oh, yeah. I love this. When I go to Ulta, I'm going to be grabbing a few. Do they still make these? If they do, I'm going to be grabbing a few different shades because the formula is unbelievable. It's like a super whipped, creamy lipstick. So this is the final look. Okay, now that I'm looking at my hair, I don't know, it's still like, oh no, it's still brassy. How do I get rid of that? I don't think I can. So let me know what you guys think of the final look and my little life update as well. I hope you guys are all staying safe. I hope you guys are well and that good things are happening in your life. But yeah, this was just a little life update. I needed to do one. There's probably a few other things, but I can update you guys in another Chit Chat Get Rid of Me. But yeah, stay tuned because I'm going to have loads of content in July and August relating to, like, you know, makeup hauls and vlogs and just travel and pack with me's, and I'm so excited. So yeah, it's gonna be fun, and definitely follow me over on my other social media platforms. So I hope you guys found this video enjoyable, and I'm gonna let you guys go now. So until next time, I'll speak to you guys all in my next video.